So welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back, family. Welcome back, those of you who haven't been enlightened yet. But I see you. I see you coming into the light, Caroline. I see your eyes opening, and I see you putting that dog water that you've been drinking. I see you putting it down, baby. I see you putting it down. So, guys, I've been seeing many comments, many videos, many other reactors talking about a lot of things. So let me just get into it. Guys, first off, I'm gonna start by saying that Claris African Life, the channel is alive and well. The channel is thriving. I've seen some creators out there lying and stating that the channel has been denied when it comes to the YouTube partnership program. Y'all, that's a lie. If these creators, and let me not say if these, but these creators, especially the ones of them that are monetized, that are somewhere on the African continent, because these are the ones that are saying it, and they're monetized. So they know the process. They know that today marks the 1 month mark that Claris African Life has been in existence on YouTube. They know that. So they know that the channel has not gone through the monetization process yet. They know that. They're just making videos for content and clicks. They know what they're saying is a lie. They know step 1 is to accept U-turn tubes. Step 2 is to either create or connect your Google AdSense account. They know that step 3 is the review. They know that step 2 usually takes up to 3 weeks if you are not in the US somewhere. Now the US, it takes, with my channels, that process took like, I think it was up to a week. After the first 24 hours, I got a notice, and it told me that because I had more than one AdSense account, and Google don't allow you to do that, so I had to get rid of one of my other accounts and connect everything to one account. So I did that, but I believe that's why mine took so long, because I had more than one AdSense account, and I had them under different phone numbers and stuff like that. But once I connected everything together, there was no issue for me. There was no issue. So these creators that are on these, on the African continent, wherever they may be, they know that with her channel only being 1 month old today, that she is not fully accepted and that she is not monetized. They know that process has not completed. They're only making those videos for content and for clicks. Her channel has not been denied to be in the program. They know that's a lie. They know the process doesn't work that fast. They know it doesn't. But anyway, let's get to, really the source of this video and why I made this video. Like I just stated, Claris African Life channel has been on YouTube for 1 month today, and guys, the channel is thriving. The channel is close to 40,000 subscribers. The channel has over 2 million views, and she's not even monetized yet. And like I said in my previous video before this one, guys, it's not wise for her to upload every day because she wants to get paid for her uploads. Of course, subscribers are sending donations to her. She has help from JT, Musuba One, Jahan Sharif, Coco Mama. Of course, those other YouTubers are helping her, and like I said, she has support from us guys, because there have been donations, and everything sent to her. So she's still thriving because of that, but her YouTube hasn't begun to make that money yet. It hasn't begun to make that money yet, and she's still thriving. She has over 2 million views. She has almost 40,000 subscribers in 1 month, in 30 days. In 30 days. That channel is thriving. Anyone who states that that channel is not thriving, they are crazy. And y'all know the funny thing about it, all of these YouTubers that are on the African continent that are making a lot of this negative, a lot of these negative videos about the channel, she has surpassed them. Because I've looked at some of the channels and I'm like, oh, you're talking about her, but she has surpassed what you're doing and she's just a month in. You're years into this thing and she surpassed you, with everything that you're doing. And guys, I do believe that, and this could not be the case, but it's just too, when it comes to certain things, when I tell y'all the math ain't math and the math ain't math, but when I look at certain YouTubers on the African continent, and I look at, even before this started, how they were praising Lynette Key and Charlow Kush, I'm like, are you guys working with them and that's why you're making all of these negative videos when it comes to Claris' African life and her family, and her husband and their relationship? Have you been recruited by Lynette Key and Charlow Kush to do these things? Because it seems that way. Anyone with common sense and with their eyes open can see what's happening here. And they can see what has happened. They can see it. They can see it. So I'm wondering if these YouTubers that are making these reactions, these really, really bad reactions when it comes to Claris and her family, knowing that they're telling lies, I wonder if they have been recruited and paid by Lynette Key. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't want to start calling out names and things on this video of those channels, but I think in follow-up videos, I am, I'm gonna start calling them out and calling out their content and calling out the type of content they used to make prior to, so we can connect these dots. And then all these fake channels around here surrounding Claris, I wonder if they have anything to do with that as well. Guys, I wonder. And I wonder why the channels that are being positive, that's really, really, really reporting the truth and really reporting what's going on, why so much negativity are coming to those channels. People will love to believe and support a lie before they believe and support the truth. I've had comments under my channel where people are just saying things that don't make any type of sense, but they're just saying it because they are in support of Lynette Key and Charlow Kush. Yeah, I remember on I think it was maybe 2-3 videos back, where I was posing questions for them to answer these questions. And every negative comment, they couldn't answer the questions. So I just responded back to them, bless your heart. And y'all know when somebody tell you to bless your heart, that's definitely not a compliment. Bless your heart, child, bless your heart. But I just wonder, if these channels are created by Lynette Key and Charlow Kush or by someone that they've paid to do so they can keep their hands off of it. So it'll look like they're keeping their hands off of it, just like the situation, with James' sister Christine and her son, and how they tried to make it seem like they were keeping their hands off of it and that they were not in the mix of all of that stuff when they really were. So I wonder if that's the case, y'all. Because it could be. It could be. With people like that, there is no limit to how far they would go. Like I was saying. And I know I've also seen some comments where people were talking about Jahan Sharif and in the beginning and all of these things when she introduced Lynette Key to Claris and into that village, because Lynette Key didn't even know anything about that village before Jahan Sharif introduced her to it. But let me pose this question to you guys. All of the families that you guys have seen Jahan Sharif work with, you guys tell me one family that is not in a situation where they can thrive and do better and maintain their life and provide for themselves and their families after their assistance. Jahan Sharif did not go into any of these villages to work with any of these families to make money to build her home life. She did not do that. So y'all cannot compare the two. It's not apples to apples, guys. It's apples to oranges. Y'all are comparing a scammer, Lynette Key and Charlow Kush, to a real life philanthropist, to a real life foundation, to a real life person who has a proven track record of over 8 years of helping people in their families and communities and teaching these people skills and getting them certified so they can work and make money and provide for themselves. You tell me one person that Jahan Sharif has built the home for, or her foundation has built the home for and given gifts to, that she has went back to take those gifts. You tell me one family that money was raised for, that family didn't receive those funds. Tell me one. Tell me one. You can't, because it's not there. She has a proven track record of philanthropy and helping these families. Now, does she cater more towards women than men? Absolutely. And y'all have to understand the African culture. No matter what part of Africa is in, you have to understand how women and girls, when they are born in a disadvantage. You have to understand that. Those of you who don't know about the culture, who wasn't born in it, who hasn't lived through it or seen it or witnessed it firsthand, you wouldn't know. But in doing so, she has still worked with males as well. Janet has a husband and children. She has a male child. Jahan Sharif Foundation has assisted that whole family. When things are being done, her husband isn't excluded. He is right there. There's another family that she is working with right now. Their names skip my brain right now, but she's actually building them a home. The father is right there. He's not excluded. Every family that she has worked with, where there is a husband or a man in the home, she has assisted them as well. But like I said, has her, foundation zoomed in a lot on women? Yes, it has. But like I said, you have to just understand that the disadvantage that women have in the African culture, no matter what part of the African culture, you just have to understand the disadvantage. You have to understand. And if you understand the disadvantage, then you will realize why. But like I said, she still has not excluded any of these husbands. They're in these homes too. They're receiving these gifts too. They're receiving these blessings too. They're going on these family vacations too, experiencing things that was never experienced by these families. And corners are not cut. Funds are not held back. When these families are not recording, they can still feed themselves and purchase what they need and maintain their lifestyles and take care of their children and take care of their families. So you guys can't compare the two when it comes to Lynette Key and Jahan Sharif. So I wish y'all would stop trying to do that. There's no comparison. You have one who has really worked for years through her foundation to make people's lives better. She has used her own money to make people's lives better. And then you have the other, Lynette Key, who has used these villages to make her own life better. Someone has to pay her to donate a cup of rice and half a cup of beans to these families in these villages. She won't donate on her own. And y'all see the home and the vehicles and the trips and everything that her and her husband and her sister husband, y'all see all the things that they're doing. Y'all know the math ain't mathing. Y'all know the math ain't mathing. Y'all see their YouTube channels. Didn't Everline and her husband Cash, or Tash, K-E, whichever his damn name is, didn't they just do a video thanking you guys for 30,000 subscribers? Didn't they just do a video thanking you guys for that? They're still building. That should let you know, look at where Claris is. So that should let you know that the math ain't mathing, y'all. That should let you know from the beginning that the math ain't mathing. And that they have not made the type of money to be able to afford what they have. Now, could they have used the money from, the donations and the GoFundMe from, when what happened to, their son happened? And I'm not going to, really get into that because, that's a sad situation and I don't, wish that on anyone. But could they have not used those funds for that? Of course they could have. Of course they could have. They were sent to them. And to be honest, I know people may not agree with what I'm about to say. I don't. Even though he passed away and the funds were sent, for his medical treatment, I can't say that I would have sent the money back if I was them. Okay. So they kept those funds. But even with those funds, there still aren't enough. There still aren't enough to justify their home and the furniture and the wall and everything that they have built. Even with those funds, it doesn't justify it. And like I said, people may not agree with me with saying that, but they lost a child. Yes, money can't bring them, bring him back. And I hate that happened to them because I know not a day goes by without, Everline thinking about that baby, because I just couldn't imagine. So, but the money from that, I don't think they should have sent it back. I think it was okay for them to keep it. Because they still had costs, barrier costs to bury him and all of that stuff, even though, they were still asking for money, but we ain't gonna talk about it. But they still had those costs. So even with those costs and what they had to pay for that, the math still ain't mathing, guys. They still have not made enough money to afford everything that they've built. Neither has Lynette Key and Charlow Kush on their own. Y'all know they made this money off of these villagers back. So y'all please stop trying to compare her to Jahan Sharif. Because all this money that Jahan Sharif is using, a lot of this, guys, is her personal money. It's not just coming from what she makes on YouTube. This is a lot of her own personal funds. That's how you know this woman's heart is in the right place. These are her own personal funds. So you can't compare the two. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Lynette Key was behind some of this stuff, guys, with some of these African YouTubers and some of these fake channels. I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me at all because the type of evilness that I've seen. And guys, were these other episodes that she said she was going to come out with, discussing Claris and James? ain't there's nothing for her to discuss or come out with, because everything that she has done has been nothing but a smear campaign. And guys, on a lighter note, Claris has posted 2 videos back to back. The one she posted today, she was, cooking for her family. And isn't Marie doing a great job with recording, guys? Isn't she doing a great job? In the video yesterday, was just a little short video with them going to the beach, and everything. And I love that. I love that. And with me seeing her posting, and it's been a month, she probably has already passed the AdSense portion of it, and YouTube probably has, told her that they're reviewing her, channel now, and they're probably going through all the videos. That's probably a point that she's at now. But I'm sure when she is fully monetized, because usually Jahan posts that stuff, so I'm sure Jahan will let everyone know. And like I said in previous videos, guys, when she get fully monetized, go back and watch her videos and give her some of those hours, those watch time hours. Give her, go back and watch them, give them to her so she can receive the benefits from that. Go back and get to her, because y'all know y'all want to keep seeing her posts, and y'all know y'all want to keep seeing her grow. So go watch those videos. And don't pay attention to all the negativity out there, because they are trying to, catch up with Claris, because she's already passed them. And she's just been here a month, and she's already passed them. But they're making videos speaking negativity on her, because they want to be in the good graces of Charlow, Kush, and Lynette Key, and I Am Marwa, because all them people, they don't think villagers are educated. They don't think villagers can go and be successful business owners and YouTubers, and Claris is showing them differently. They don't think they can do it. They think the only thing villagers are good for is to be used and abused. But Claris is showing them. She's showing them, guys, in just 30 days, she is showing them. So we're going to congratulate her, and we are going to keep supporting her. And that is this video, guys. Talk to me down in these comments. Let me know what y'all think. When you guys are emailing me, because I love when you guys email me. When you email me videos to watch and everything, and people, y'all, I need y'all to tell me what y'all need me to look for in these things. And don't send me any links, because guys, it's so much stuff out there. I'm not gonna click on any of these links. I'll go search it myself. But tell me why y'all need me to watch these things and these people. Tell me what y'all are looking for, because I love when y'all send me things. I definitely do. And don't think that just because I may not reply to your email, which we're going through emails every day. So every email that's sent daily, it actually is seen within 24 hours. But when you guys are emailing me, don't just send me a link. Tell me what's important. Tell me what you want me to look at in this link, so I know how I need to move going forward with that. But I will definitely talk to y'all and see y'all in the next upload. But like I said, like this video, comment to me down in these comments. Let's have a conversation about it. Share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a family member to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next episode.